everyone, welcome back to my channel. Right now, as you are watching this video, I am currently at Disney World. I am visiting all of the parks in Florida, Universal, SeaWorld, and Disney World, and I thought I would bring a little magic to you. And the video today is going to be the Disney ABC. So without further ado, let's hop into that video. Basically, what it's all about is you go through the alphabet A through Z, and you share one or two of your favorite. It could be anything that's related to Disney, whether it being Broadway, at the parks, a movie, so on and so forth. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a singing version of this, where I go through the alphabet and I sing my favorite songs, like a little snippet of each of my favorite songs. Here we go. Letter A has got to go to Aladdin and the King of Thieves. A lot of people actually don't talk about this movie. I believe it was the sequel to Aladdin, and growing up, that was one of my favorite movies. Okay, so B obviously has to go to Belle. Belle is my favorite princess. I just relate to her so much. She's very odd. She kind of stands out from the crowd. Kind of an outcast. The reason being is because she stands up for what she believes in, and she's not afraid to be true to who she is. She loves to read books, and I feel like Rory and Belle are kind of the same, and I just thoroughly relate to Belle. And alongside of that is Beauty and the Beast the musical. It's one of my favorite musicals. That is my biggest dream, is to be Belle. I've come so close so many times to portraying Belle, and it would just be a dream come true if I could be Belle in the musical. C actually has to go to Cool Runnings. Don't think a lot of people know about that movie, but it is so much fun. It's about these Jamaican bobsled runners, I think that's what you call them, but they joined the Olympics. That movie is so funny. If you've never seen that movie, I would highly recommend watching it. Okay, D has got to go to Dill Pickle Popcorn. I love dill pickle popcorn. If you've never tried it, go to Cars Land in Disney California Adventure, and you go to the cones, the crazy cones, and they have these multiple different flavored popcorns, but one of my favorites is dill pickle. Now, side note, I hate the flavor of pickles. Ugh, I hate pickles, but this particular popcorn is actually dill flavored, and it is delicious. I crave dill pickle popcorn. Every time I go to Disney, I have to get a bag of dill pickle popcorn. It is so good. E is for Enchanted, the movie. I love Enchanted. I love Amy Adams. I love all the songs, and that was the first time that I ever saw a movie where I thought, wow, I relate to that. I relate to Giselle, how I just want to break out into song. Like when she sings, how does she know you love her? I love the little Easter eggs within the movie. I love Enchanted. F has to go to frozen apple juice. I get mine at Disneyland. There's this little stand. I don't know what it's called. It's right next to Geppetto's restaurant. But there's a stand where you can get frozen apple juice. It is the best thing. It doesn't taste like apple cider. It's literally frozen apple juice, and it's vegan. So if you are a vegan or if you're a vegetarian, you can have this. It's just plain apple juice that has been frozen. It sounds so simple, but yet it is so delicious and so refreshing. I have a lot of things for G, but G has to go to Giselle, Georgette, Gingerbread House, and Go the Distance. So Giselle, obviously, as I mentioned before, she's one of my favorite non-princesses from Disney. Georgette is from Oliver and Company, and I love her song, Unrivaled, Unruffled, I'm Beauty Unleashed. Yeah. Growing up, my cousins and I used to always reenact the movies while we watched the movies, and I always had to be Georgette, the Gingerbread House. Now, what I am talking about, if you go into Holiday Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, they have a gingerbread house, and every year it changes, and this year it's Sally edition. If you have not checked out my birthday vlog, I will post it right here and also in the description box. The details in the gingerbread house are impeccable. You can see every little stitch, every little gumdrop. When you turn the corner from Madame Leota's and you go into the parlor where everyone is dancing, you have the gingerbread house, you get hit in the face with the smell of gingerbread, and it just hits my heart so good. And then the final one for G is Go the Distance. That's one of my favorite male songs. I just love that song because those lyrics, they hit so close to home. H is for Hercules. Hercules is one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite characters. I love the fact that he has this strength and he's a god, but he's so humble and he doesn't think about himself. He thinks about everyone else, and he just wants to strive to go the distance. He wants to strive to prove that he is worthy of his father's approval, and I just adore Hercules. And I mean, hello, Huncules. I goes to the quote, if you can dream it, you can do it. And that is by Walt Disney. I have that on my little YouTube journal. I keep a little notebook that I write all of my ideas and all of my YouTube videos or inspirations or notes. I have that in there, and it says, if you can dream it, you can do it. And that's my dream for YouTube, and it inspires me to continually post videos, because even Walt Disney, you know, stated that if you can dream it, you can do it. Meaning if you have a dream and you dream up something that you truly wish to do, if you put your heart into it, you can do it. And I just love that quote. Jay has got to go to my queen, Julie Andrews. I love Julie Andrews. I wish I could meet her. Honestly, she has been just an inspiration to me ever since I was a little girl. I remember growing up with her and seeing her as Mary Poppins and hearing her voice in Camelot, the musical, seeing her in Princess Diaries and so many other movies that I truly wish that I could be just like Julie Andrews. She's just impeccable. And when I think of Disney and when I think of Broadway, I just think she's ultimate goals. Kay has to go to two characters, Kronk and Kala. So Kronk is from Emperor's New Groove. He is the sidekick to the villain Yzma. He is the best, worst villain sidekick, I think, in all of the Disney franchise. And then for Kala, she is Tarzan's mother, and she is an ape. And her song, You'll Be in My Heart, oh, that song, it's one of my favorites. My brother Caleb and I have loved it ever since we were little, but I just love her. The fact that she took in this little human and raised him as her own. It's one of the first mothers in the Disney franchise that you really get to see a mother in action. Like, you really get to see the love of a mother. If you've never seen Tarzan, you need to go watch Tarzan. L is for Lady. I love Lady from Lady and the Tramp. I love Cocker Spaniels, so that's probably one of the main reasons why I love Lady. I just think she's so cute. If I have a dog of my own, I really want to name her Lady. M is for Mandy Moore, Mother Gothel, Muses, Meg, and Mickey and the Magical Map. I know that's a lot, but I just love each and every one of those. Mandy Moore, so many of you have said that I sound like Mandy Moore, and actually I've been told that ever since I was younger. As soon as people started watching A Walk to Remember, a lot of people used to call me Mandy. That was my nickname. Mother Gothel, you guys know, I'm obsessed with Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel song, Mother Knows Best. Oh, favorite Disney villain. Guys, if I could get a group of 4 or 5 women to sing the Muses songs, I feel like I would cry. I just love that they put some gospel music into a Disney movie. And Meg, I mean, her sass, I love her song I Won't Say I'm in Love, and that has Meg and the Muses combined. It's a perfect, perfect combo. And Mickey and the Magical Map, that is by far my favorite show that I've ever seen at Disneyland. If you have not seen it, I would definitely check it out, but they have so many different characters, so many underrated characters. Like, they have Stitch, they have Sebastian, they have, oh, the trio. The trio is impeccable. It's with Pocahontas, Mulan, and Rapunzel / Flynn. The ending of that song gives me chills. Even thinking about it, it's just giving me chills right now. Hopefully one day I can be in that show as well. N is for Neverland for Christmas. Now this one you may not actually know, but my friend Tracy Hines wrote this song many years ago, and it's actually one of my favorite songs. A part of it goes, I wanna go to Neverland for Christmas. All I need's a little faith and trust and pixie dust. Peter's always wearing green, and only pirates there are mean. I wanna go to Neverland for Christmas. I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful lullaby. I think it's a perfect Christmas song, and who wouldn't want to go to Neverland for Christmas? O is for Oliver Company and Out There. Oliver and Company, I feel, is so underrated. It's a movie about the story Oliver Twist, but it's in animal form. I just love all the characters in that movie. Like I said, Georgette is one of my favorites, and I think it's a great way to kind of get kids to know a different story, but with a twist. And then the other one is Out There. Out There is a song that Quasimodo sings, and if you have not seen the rendition of Out There being performed by a deaf actor, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. It gives me chills, the way that he portrays the song and the way that they had someone who society thinks is deformed portray Hunchback, and it just gives a whole new meaning to the character and that song, and I just think it's so beautiful. Just everything about that song is incredible. All right, P is for Part of Your World and Paint the Night. You guys know Part of Your World is my ultimate favorite song, and then Paint the Night, that is one of my favorite parades I've seen thus far. I was able to see one of the first performances of Paint the Night. Everything about it, from the tall Lumiere with the fire to Rapunzel actually having glowing hair. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go look it up on YouTube. It will definitely warm your heart. Q is for Quasimodo. Like I said, he just has a very special place in my heart. He just wants to be loved, but he is just an incredible hero, and if I could, I would definitely be best friends with him. R is for Rapunzel. I love Rapunzel. I love all of her songs. I wish I could be as talented talented of her. I mean, granted, she's been living in a tower for all these years, so of course she can paint, sew, clean, draw, play guitar. I just love her character, and you know, the fact that Mandy Moore is the voice of Rapunzel, and the fact that my favorite villain is Entangled. Just overall, I love that character. S is for Sing-Along Songs. Sing-Along Songs is a movie that I think came out in maybe the 80s or 90s. It was this mixture of all of these sing-along songs. I love the song Main Street USA. I love that they have Grin, Grin and Ghost come out to socialize. You get to see characters that you really don't see very often, like the big bad wolf in The Three Little Pigs and the hag from Snow White. I just think it's such a fun movie, and that just reminds me of my childhood. T is for Thunder Mountain, Tarzan, and Toy Story. Obviously, I love Toy Story. Toy Story is probably one of my favorite Pixar movies. I love all three of the movies. I bawled my eyes out in the theater for the third one. I grew up with Toy Story, and yeah, it'll always be near and dear to my heart. Tarzan, oh my gosh. Tarzan is probably my ultimate favorite man in all of the Disney movies. Tarzan is just so handsome. I love him as a character. I love the movie. Phil Collins writes incredible music for that movie. Phil Collins is amazing anyway, but he writes incredible songs for that movie, and I love the storyline, and I love his character and him and Jane together. Goals, seriously goals. Thunder Mountain is my all-time favorite ride at Disneyland. One of my favorite things to do is ride Thunder Mountain at night while the fireworks are going off. It's just so much fun, and there's so many fun new tricks that you can actually incorporate as you're riding the ride to make it more adventurous. U is for Up. I love that movie. I think it's so wonderful about adventure and the fact that Josh and I are getting married at Paradise Falls. Adventure is out there. V is for Vegetarian Gumbo. That is my favorite thing to get at Disneyland. There's always a long line. It's right next to Pirates of the Caribbean. It's in a bread bowl. It is vegan. If you are vegan and you're not sure what you can eat at Disneyland, try the vegetarian gumbo. It is so delicious. W is for A Whole New World. A Whole New World is one of the main reasons why Josh and I ended up together. We sang that song on Instagram almost 3 years ago, and it kind of led us together. X was a little tricky, so I kind of am pushing it right here, but I did X marks the spot, which stands for Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm kind of cheating a bit, but I couldn't really think of anything for X. I love the ride Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the smell. I know a lot of people don't like the smell of the ride, but I love it when you walk in and you get hit with that funky sea salt smell. Y is for You'll Be in My Heart. You'll Be in My Heart is one of my favorite songs that Kala sings. One of my favorite songs from Tarzan, and one of my favorite Phil Collins songs. When I have a child, I will probably sing that song to him or her. I just love the lyrics, and if I do the singing version, you bet I will be singing that song. And the final letter is Z, which stands for Zootopia. I love that movie. I think it has a wonderful message. I love all the characters. I love that Jennifer Goodwin plays Judy Hopps. I just think Disney did an incredible job with Zootopia, and it makes me want to visit Zootopia. If you have not seen the movie, it is on Netflix, so go watch it right now. I guarantee you will love it. Well guys, we got through the Disney ABC. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna tag a couple of people in the description box, but I also want you to do this video. If you love Disney and you want to take on this challenge, definitely go ahead and do so, and let me know in the comments when you post it. That way I can watch it as well and kind of see what your favorites are. Let me know in the comments if you do want me to do the Disney ABC sing-along. If so, also give this video a thumbs up. If I reach 100 likes, I will do the Disney ABC sing-along. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.